All right, leaving the bay area and heading back to the visitor parking lot. Again, the trail through here, you're going to be having swamp land on either side of you. I believe there's a little footbridge we have to cross up here, which, since this is a road, it would probably be wide enough for a vehicle. And I believe I'm about a mile from the visitor center, hopefully. The visitor parking lot, I should say. Gives you an idea of what the terrain's like here at Occoquan Bay National Wildlife Refuge and what the scenery looks like in February. It's February of 2022. I'm walking at a somewhat brisk pace now, just because the sun is now setting. So, time to go. This just gives you an idea of what it looks like on the trail in the second half of the loop. Once you get to the bay, on Fox Road, turn left and then make your next first left, heading back towards the visitor parking lot after you leave where the water is. The trail pretty much looks like this most of the way. It is nice and flat. Hope you enjoyed watching the trail that leads out to the Eagle's Nest at Occoquan Bay National Wildlife Refuge. Thanks for watching. That's the gray heron. Wow. I'm going to assume that is a beaver. Look at that. Alright, we're going to finish up the hike, the 2-mile loop at Occoquan Bay National Wildlife Refuge. I started on Fox Road, made a left onto Deep Hole Point Road that took me along the bay, and then, that was over there, and then I continued counterclockwise on Deep Hole Point Road, turned left onto Easy Road, which is this one, and now I'm heading left onto Bayview Road to the parking lot, 0.2 miles. So, let's see. Yeah, it was around 2 miles for the hike. You can see there's a little teeny bit of ice on the trail here. Not a lot. So you're basically kind of making a box with 4 different roads that you'll be on. Fox, and then Deep Hole, and then Easy, and then Bay. I think it was Bay Point. And I should hopefully be able to see the parking lot and the car soon here. And this is February. It's 35 degrees, but I have been booking it because the sunset, I thought I saw a bird there, because the sunset, and I gotta get back to my car and head out. Oh, there's the parking lot. You can see it from here. I have been going at an extremely fast pace because the sun has already set. Not to mention it's 35 degrees, but since I'm walking so fast, I'm pretty warm right now, I have to say. I'm just going to take us around this corner. And as you can see, we're going to come up here and meet Fox Road. And if we turn left, we could start that whole loop again. But we will not do that because it would be dark. Instead, I'm going to make a right and head to the parking lot. If you're looking for the National Parks stamping book or the stamps, they do not have them here. They actually are supposed to be building a visitor center, but it's not open yet. And since this is not the National Park system for 100 units, I'm not sure if the wildlife refuges will have stamps or not. They would not count towards your 400, but you could certainly get a book and just start stamping it if they have stamps, or put them in your book at the back, or you could even create your own national park passport stamp book for the wildlife refuges. And I am going to, it looks like, absolutely be the last person here, which definitely means it's time to head out. All right, hope you enjoyed watching. Thanks. Greetings, this is hike number 5 for 2022 for my 52 hikes of 2022 challenge. I am at Great Falls Park. It is 67 degrees, February 8th, and just Sunday. So, what an amazing day. And you can see it's blue skies, waterfall, got right here in the background, which is right by the visitor center. And I hope you will continue to join me on my journey. Thank you. Hello, it is hike 5 of 2022. I am at Great Falls Park in Great Falls, Virginia, and I am right here at Overlook 3, which is where the best view, I think, is of the waterfalls. Really great shot in the background. This is my 52 hike challenge for 2022, and today is February 11th. It is 67 degrees in early February, and it's just a fabulous blue sky day. And as you can see, the water level is a little bit lower than normal, but it's still a great waterfall to see, whether the water is low or high. It's just a beautiful park. There are miles and miles of hiking trails here. It also borders on some other parks, so you can actually walk into some of the other ones. Riverbend Park is the next one over if you want to venture. And there's also a really nice dam that almost looks like a little baby waterfall if you venture up towards Riverbend and where the border is between Great Falls and Riverbend. I am just going to enjoy this beautiful Friday afternoon here, February 11th, Valentine's weekend, with hike number 5 of 2022, and I hope that you will join me in this challenge. Watch all of the different videos. I'll also be showing you a little bit more of what the hike I'm going to do today looks like along the river trail. I hope you can start a journey of your own, and you can hike anywhere you want in your own backyard. You can hike in your local neighborhood. You can go to national parks, regional parks, state parks, or just anywhere you like. You can go to scenic places, walk through a town, whatever you want, as long as you're getting out there and doing it. I hope you'll join me, and thanks for watching. Hi! It is hike 5 of It's February 11th, 2022. It is a beautiful Friday afternoon at Great Falls Park in McLean, Virginia. And Hello, it is February 11, 2022. It's a beautiful Friday afternoon at Great Falls Park in McLean, Virginia. This is hike number 5 of 20. Why do I keep this? Hello, it is February 11, 2022. I'm at Great Falls Park in McLean, Virginia. This is hike 5 of the 52 Hikes for 2022 challenge, and it is a gorgeous day at Great Falls Park, which is part of the National Park System, one of the over 4,400 parks in the National Park System. It is not one of the 63 official national parks, but it is one of the over 400. It is part of the George Washington Memorial Parkway National Park site, and it is almost Virginia. This is hike number 5 of the 52 hike challenge for 2022. And today it is a beautiful blue sky, sunny day. It is 67 degrees in mid-February, Valentine's weekend. This is just an amazing experience to be able to be out here in one of the parks today. As you can see, I'm standing right at Overlook 3, getting a really good look of the waterfalls, and just the view in general is just spectacular at this park. And I'm going to be showing you a little bit more video in the next video of the river trail that shows you how you can walk right along the Potomac River and see some really beautiful spots along the way. I hope you will join me in the 52 hike for 2022 challenge yourself. You can start anytime. I'm only on hike number 5 and we are already in mid-February. You could start in the middle of the year, you can start in the beginning of the year, whatever works for you. And you can hike anywhere that you want. You can go to national parks, state parks, regional parks, in your local neighborhood. Whatever you can do, as long as you're getting out there and hiking, that's kind of the point of it. So I really hope that you will enjoy the videos that I'm sharing with you and that you will join me in my challenge. And thank you for watching. I am at Great Falls Park in McLean, Virginia, and it is a beautiful 67-degree afternoon with blue sunny skies, and this is hike 5 of 2022 for me, and it's already February 11th, so I've got a long ways to go on my hike, but the point is that you can start at any time on your journey. You can start in the middle of the year if you need to, as long as you get 52 hikes in with the 52 Hike Challenge 2022. And you can pick your backyard, you can go in your local neighborhood, you can go to a state park, national park, regional park, just somewhere scenic, like even walk through the city. Whatever works for you, as long as you get those hikes in. And I hope that you will join me on my journey. Today I am at Great Falls Park, which is in McLean, and I'm going to be showing you a little bit in the next video of the river trail, which goes right along the Potomac River. Meanwhile, just enjoy this view. Great Falls, as you can see, the water is a little bit low. Normally it's a little bit higher than this, but there hasn't been a lot of rain or snow lately. So sometimes you'll actually see that the water level covers most of these rocks sometimes. And so sometimes you can't even tell it's a waterfall. The water's low today, but it's still a gorgeous waterfall. And I am just so happy to be here in one of the parks today, enjoying the views and taking in the city. Thanks for watching. Hello, I'm at Great Falls in McLean, Virginia for hike number 5 for the 52 Hikes of 2022 challenge. It is a gorgeous, sunny, blue sky day. It is almost 67 degrees here at the park, and I am just so happy to be enjoying one of the parks. I really hope that you can join me on my 52 Hikes 2022 challenge. You can get started whenever you have time and hike wherever you want. You can hike in a national park, regional park, state park, Trail, which goes right along the Potomac River, and this is one of the best falls along the Potomac River here at Great Falls. As you can see, this is where they have 3 different overlooks. I'm currently at Overlook 3. You can see a great view of the waterfalls from this location, and you can also tell that the water is a little bit lower than it normally is. Sometimes the water is higher and will even cover some of the falls. So, and then, hi, I am at Great Falls Park in McLean, Virginia. It is February 11, 2022, and this is hike 5 of 2022 for me. It is an absolutely fabulous day. It is almost 67 degrees, blue skies, the sun is out, and it's just a wonderful day to be at one of the parks. I hope that you will join me in my 52 hikes of 2022 challenge. Today is hike number 5 for me, and you can get a great view of the falls from this location. I'm currently at Overlook 3, and you can see in the background here the falls. They're actually a little lower. The water's a little lower than normal. Normally it's a little bit higher than this, but the water level's been low lately. I'm going to be showing you a little bit of the river trail in an upcoming video, and it goes right along the Potomac River, so I'm hoping you'll be able to enjoy the views of the river as we walk along that trail. I hope that you will join me in your own personal journey at any park of your choosing. You can go to a local park, a regional park, a national park. You can even walk in your neighborhood or in a town or city. And I hope that you will be able to join me in my quest for 52 hikes this year and start your journey whenever you have time. Thanks for watching. February 11th, 2022, and I am at Great Falls Park in McLean, Virginia. This is hike number 5 for the 52 Hikes of 2022 challenge. It is 67 degrees and sunny, blue skies, and I've got a great view of the waterfall right behind me. As you can see, this is the main attraction. I am at Overlook 3. You can actually see the waterfalls behind me are a little bit lower than normal. It is February 11th, 2022, and I am at Great Falls Park in Hello, it's February 11th, 2022, and I am at Great Falls Park in McLean, Virginia. It is a gorgeous 67-degree blue sky sunny day, and this is hike 5 of my 52 hikes for 2022 challenge. I hope that you will join me on my adventures and start one of your own. As you can see right behind me, I'm at Overlook 3 at Great Falls Park. You can see the waterfalls behind me. The water level is a little bit lower than normal, but it's still a gorgeous waterfall, and it is a beautiful day to be out in the parks. You can start your challenge anytime you would like, and you can hike anywhere you want. You can hike at a regional park, a local park, a national park. In your neighborhood, you can walk through a city or a town, any scenic place that you like, just as long as you're getting out there and doing the challenge. Great Falls is a great park to come to. It's one of my personal favorites, ones that I go to many times, and I'm going to be showing you a little bit of the river trail in an upcoming video. We're going to be right along the Potomac River, and this is actually the Potomac River here. As you can see, the falls is right here, and if you head in a kind of southeasterly direction, we'll be actually walking along the Potomac River in other parts of the hike. I hope you'll join me on adventures, and thanks for watching. It's February 11, 22, and I am at Great Falls Park in McLean, Virginia. This is hike number... Sorry. It's okay. February 11, 2022. I am at Great Falls Park in McLean, Virginia. This is hike number 5 of the 52 Hike Challenge for 2022. And I am at Great Falls Park on a 67-degree day in mid-February. The sun is out, blue skies. It is just absolutely fabulous here. I am so lucky to be in one of the parks enjoying the scenery today and going for a hike. In an upcoming video, I'm going to be showing you a little bit about the river trail, which goes right along the Potomac River, and this is actually part of the Potomac River at the falls here itself. You can see the falls are a little bit lower than normal. The water level is usually a little bit higher than this, but it's still a gorgeous view. I hope you'll join me in my 52 Hike Challenge. You can start whenever you're ready, and you can hike wherever you want. You can hike in a local park, a regional park, a state park, national park, in your city or town, or just anywhere scenic that you would like to hike. And I hope you will join me, and I really appreciate you watching all the videos and start a challenge of your own. Thanks for watching. Hello, it's February 11, 2022. And I am at Great Falls Park in McLean, Virginia. This is hike number 5 of the 52 Hike Challenge for 2022. And it is a gorgeous 67-degree day here at Great Falls. The sun is out. We've got blue skies, and you can see a great view of the falls right behind me. The water level's a little bit low today, but in general, why are people so freaking loud when they can see I'm doing a freaking video? It's February 11, 2022. I'm at Great Falls Park in McLean, Virginia. This is hike number 5 of 2022, and it is a gorgeous 50. Oh, why do people have to be so loud? Hello, it's February 11, 2022. This is hike 5 of the 52 Hike Challenge for 2022. I'm at Great Falls Park in Virginia on a 67-degree, beautifully fabulous afternoon. The sun is shining, the clouds are... Hello, it's February 11, 2022. I am at Great Falls Park in McLean, Virginia. This is hike 5 of the 52 Hike Challenge for 2022. It is a gorgeous 67-degree day here at the park. We've got blue skies and the sun is out. You can see a great view here of the waterfall behind me. The water is a little bit low today. Hello, it's February 11th, 2022. I'm at It's February 11th, 2022. I'm at Great Falls Park. Hello, it's February 11th, 2022, and I am at Great Falls Park in McLean, Virginia. This is hike number 5 of the 52 Hike Challenge for 2022. It's a gorgeous 67-degree day today with blue skies and the sun is peering out. You can see the waterfall in the background. The water is a little bit low today, but it is still a great view of the falls. Normally it's a little bit higher. And I'm going to be showing you in an upcoming video a little bit about the river trail that goes along the Potomac River. Great Falls is part of the Potomac River. The waterfalls here are part of the river. And I hope that you will join me in my hikes. Watch them all year long as I proceed through them. And I hope you'll join me on a challenge of your own. You can hike in your local neighborhood. You can hike in a city, in a town. You can hike in a national park, a regional park, a state park, or a local park, or anywhere that you think is scenic. And you can start whenever you want and do it whenever you have time. I'm only on hike number 5 and it's already mid-February, so you can even start in the middle of the year if you want to. I hope that you'll join me on the adventures throughout the year, and keep watching, and thanks for viewing the video today. Have a great day. Thanks. So, here is a little bit of a video for the river trail at Great Falls Park. Hello, this is the river trail at Great Falls Park. Right over this way is the waterfall, and this is the beginning of the river trail headed southeast from the visitor center. Just to give you a little bit of a view, I'm going to give you two different videos that show the river trail. This one's going to show before it gets out to the water, just to show you that the beginning of the trail is pretty flat, level ground. You've got some roots sticking out of the ground. So as far as handicap accessibility, it's doable, but I would recommend doing Carriage Road, or just kind of sticking around the visitor center area, which is a little bit better in terms of mobility purposes. But at this point, it is still doable. It's a gorgeous day here. It's February 11th, 2022 at Great Falls, and it's in the mid-60s today. Even though the water level at the falls is pretty low, you do still have some places where there's mud. And it's about close to a half a mile to get actually to where you can see down to the Potomac River from, if you start, I'm actually going around this mud a little bit. If you start at the visitor center heading in a southeasterly direction, you won't hit the actual viewpoints along the river for about a half a mile, and you're walking about 2.5 miles on the river trail until you get to the Ridge Trail. But the river trail also goes in a northwesterly direction up to Riverbend Park, so you can also choose to go that way instead. There's a dam right at the place where Riverbend meets Great Falls Park. One of the nice things I like about this park is there are little blue painted marks on trees so that you can tell that you're still going the right way and that you didn't veer off trail. It's kind of hard to get lost at this park, but there are places you could veer off and end up just going in the wrong ways for a bit, and if you haven't been here a lot, you might take a little bit of time to get back to the trail. So this is really nice. The sun is out, blue skies. It's just a gorgeous day here. I just feel so lucky to be able to get out. It's actually on a Friday here, Friday afternoon. And here's the part where it gets a little trickier, doing a little bit of climbing through rocks. Nothing really difficult, but for handicap accessibility purposes, this point would be a pretty difficult spot to get through. Okay, so you come up to a little bit of water here. This is not the actual river though. Little footbridge. Now this is a spot a lot of people like to go down right here. And actually, if you go through this area, if you climb down some rocks, and it is really climbing on rocks, you have to have both hands and feet free and actually do some serious climbing. You can actually get down to a teeny little beach with little baby shells, believe it or not, on the beach that make up the beach more so than sand, and you're right down at the level of the water. So it took me from the visitor center, it takes about 8 minutes to walk down to the water. The first views of the Potomac River. And you can hear the water out here. And so then there are various spots along the trail that you're going to be right at the river. It's a little bit slippery today, still wet from raining earlier in the week. Great Falls is a park that it does take a little bit of a time for everything to dry up after the rain or snow, but not as much as some of the other parks, so that's nice. And as you can see, this is our first view of the river coming from the overlooks in the visitor center on the river trail. I'll do one more video later, and thanks for watching. Greetings, this is the other part of the river trail that I'd like to show you at Great Falls Park in McLean, Virginia on February 11, 2022. This is considered the Mather Gorge. I wanted to show you this sign. And this is a great spot for viewing the river. There's actually a kayaker braving the current as we speak. Get a close up of the kayaker there. I believe I saw two of them, but I do not see the other person. I saw two people as they were going to get in the water. But this part of the trail is a little over a half a mile from the visitor center, heading southeast towards Ridge Trail on the river trail, Great Falls Park. And for a while, you will be walking right along the river, and we'll get several different spots that you can get a nice view of the river. So I wanted to show you this part of the trail. Got a little bit of climbing, and I am carrying a pack and my tripod, and then the camera in the other hand, so I don't have any free hands at the moment. Such a gorgeous day today for a hike. Couldn't miss this opportunity to get outside and enjoy nature. For me, this is how I unwind from a stressful week. And it is especially awesome if you can run into wildlife. Last week I was fortunate enough to run into a beaver at Occoquan National Wildlife Refuge. I'm just going to show you a cute little area here and then get back up to where you can see the water. It's a bridge that takes you down across a little area where the water's flowing through a little stream out to the river. Believe it or not, when the water level's high, this whole thing is underwater. And I've seen it happen a couple of times. Although I think it was in 2019, the last time. I don't think for the past year or two it's been high enough to flood it. You can get some pretty cool views from this spot. Little baby waterfall here. Hello, greetings from Leesylvania State Park in Woodbridge, Virginia. It is February 12th, 2022, and this is hike number 6 of the 52 hikes for 2022 challenge for me. And it is another gorgeous day. It is a Saturday afternoon. It's a little bit cloudier today than it was yesterday, but it is still really nice. It's about 60 degrees today. It is a wonderful day to be out enjoying nature in the parks. Leesylvania is a very interesting park. There's all kinds of things going on. There's boating, fishing. There are several different places where there are beaches. There are plenty of beaches. And just you can do numerous hikes, some up in the forest section and some down by the beach. One of the ones that I'm going to be doing and showing you a little bit about today is the Potomac Trail, which is right along the water. Hopefully we might see an eagle or a beaver. There is a beaver dam headed up this way on the trail, so I'm hoping maybe we'll get to see one of those. But any way you look at it, it is gorgeous outside. As you can see, the water is nice and calm today out on the bay, and I'm just happy to be able to bring these videos to you. I'm doing the 52 hikes for 2022 challenge as well as the 41 or 42 state parks in Virginia challenge, and this is state park number 2 for me and hike number 6. I hope that you will join me on my journey and start a journey of your own, and you can do this journey anywhere you want. You can hike locally at regional parks, national parks, anywhere that you want, state parks, in your neighborhood, in a city, in a town, anywhere scenic, just as long as you're getting out and doing the hikes. And you can do just a mile or you can do 10 or 20 miles, whatever works for you. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks! Hello! It is February 12th, 2022, and I am at Leesylvania State Park, which is in Woodbridge, Virginia. And this is hike 6 for me of the 52 hikes for 2022 challenge. I am also participating in the Virginia State Park Challenge, and this is park number 2 for me. I started with Mason Neck, today is Leesylvania. It is a Saturday afternoon, and although it's a little cloudier than it was yesterday, it is still very nice outside. It's about 60 degrees. Can't beat this for weekend weather in February. I am so glad that I'm able to be out here enjoying the parks and nature. Today I'm going to be showing you a little bit about the Potomac Trail, which is right along the water at Leesylvania State Park, and as you'll be able to see, there are several different beaches. This is almost looks like Gilligan's Island, a little miniature lagoon area right here where I'm standing. You can have your own private little beach, even though there are people picnicking, and the visitor center is right behind the camera here. So there are lots of different beaches and places to stop. There's also a beaver dam up back towards the way that you come in, which I hope to show you as well. And then if you choose to, Leesylvania is a pretty large park. You can actually hike in wooded areas and not be down by the water, and some of those kind of has some elevation changes as well. I'm going to focus more on the ones by the water today, the Potomac Trail. And I really thank you for watching the videos at Leesylvania as well as the other parks that I'm going to be exploring and hikes I'm going to be doing. And I really hope that you can join in and have your own hike challenge this year for the 52 hike challenge for 2022. You can start whenever you want, hike locally, go to other states to hike. You can hike in your backyard, just around the area, local neighborhood. You can go to state parks, really anywhere scenic that you want to go. Even walking through a city counts as doing a hike. So I hope you'll join me, and I'm glad that you're enjoying watching my videos, and I hope you keep watching and enjoy the day and watching these videos. Thanks! Hello! It's February 12th, 2022, and I'm at Leesylvania State Park in Woodbridge, Virginia. I am doing the 52 hike challenge for 2022, and this is hike number 6 for me at Leesylvania State Park. I am also doing the Virginia State Park Challenge, and I am on number 2. I started with Mason Neck, and now I'm at Leesylvania. I still have a lot more hiking to do this year. And what it goes to show is that you can really start anytime you want, as long as you start the journey. I hope you'll join me in this challenge, either one of them. Start your own journeys, and you can really hike wherever you want in local neighborhoods, state parks, national parks, anything that works for you. You can even just kind of go through a city or a town and something scenic that you really want to see. One of the things that I am learning is that there are so many things that I just didn't even know were out here. I didn't even know. I knew about the Chesapeake Bay, but I didn't know about Occoquan Bay. And there are other bays as well, and I didn't even know that these beautiful things were out here that I could see, and that I could be in parks that are homes to all kinds of wildlife, such as bald eagles and gray herons and beaver dams, things like that. It's just amazing to be exploring some of these things, and it's great to see these things. So today I'm going to be showing you a little bit about the Potomac Trail, which is the trail that is right along the water in Leesylvania State Park. You can also do some other trails that are back more in the forest and that have some elevation changes, but these are down by the water. And what's nice about these, some of them you can have your own little private beach. You'll see as we walk along the trail, there are different places to go out onto the beach. This area itself looks like a little miniature, either a blue lagoon or the lagoon from Gilligan's Island, so it's super cute. And I also hope to show you a beaver dam as we're walking along the trail. I hope you love getting outside in nature as much as I do, and when you start these challenges, you'll see all the beautiful things that the world has to offer. Thanks for watching the video, and enjoy the afternoon. Hello! I am at Leesylvania State Park, and I am going to be showing you the Potomac Trail. If we were to head left here, we would be going along the bay, headed in a northwesterly direction, and we would hit the Lees Woods Trail, or if we go this way, we're going to hit the Bushy Point Trail and Powell's Creek Trail. The Bushy Point Trail. Hello, greetings from Leesylvania State Park. I'm going to be showing you the Potomac Trail today inside the park. The Potomac Trail is right back from the visitor center, which you can see in the background here. And the Potomac Trail goes right along the water of the bay, and you can go two different ways from the visitor center. You can either go in a northwesterly direction and go towards the Lees Woods Trail that takes you back up into the woods, or you can go in a southeasterly direction towards the Bushy Point Trail and Powell's Creek Trail. From what I understand, there is a beaver dam up this way, and I also saw some places to fish, so I am going to head this way on the trail. As you can see, there's a little mini lagoon here. There are lots of places to picnic, and they do have grills here, and there are restrooms in the visitor station, but they do appear to close at 4. There are lots of people picnicking today, taking advantage of the 60-degree weather in February. It's February 12th, 2022. And look at that. Here's another lagoon. Another little lagoon area. What I like about this is that you'll be able to have your own little beach and your own spot for your picnic. So there's plenty of room for different groups to have little areas that they go to. One thing I personally don't care for is when people play really loud music in the parks. It does happen when people have picnics sometimes. So I like to kind of steer clear of that. And this is a bigger beach coming up here. I like the sounds of nature. I like to hear the birds chirping and things like that. Personal preference. And you can see over here, I'll walk out off the trail a little bit so we can see the beach. It appears the trail is gonna make a sharp right and go away from the water a little bit here. So let me just make a slight diversion down to the beach, just so you can see how beautiful it is. It is 60 degrees today, although it's a little cloudy. So the sun at the moment isn't out. As you can see, people fishing, someone with a kite, and you've got a nice sandy beach down here. It's just beautiful. All right. I will head back up to the Potomac Trail. So one thing you could do is you could just go ahead and walk down through here instead of staying on the trail and just kind of walk through the parking lot. I just want to show you a little bit more about the trail itself. And we're actually heading in the direction, if you go through this parking lot, there is a boating store that has fishing equipment, some food, things like that. It isn't open for the year yet, from what I understand from talking to the park ranger. But during the on season, that would definitely be open. So that gives you a little bit of an idea of what the beginning of the Potomac Trail looks like from the visitor center heading in a southeasterly direction. I'll show you another video soon. Hello, we're back for another segment on the Potomac Trail, and apparently you do not turn to go back to the back of the parking lot. You actually stay and come through the parking lot here, and then the trail picks up back on the other side of the parking lot, which is very interesting. So it's kind of hard to follow. Nice boat docking places to launch your boat. There are plenty of areas here for that. And then you're gonna, on the other side of the parking lot, you'll pick the trail back up. So you basically just walk along the water through the parking lot, and on the other side we'll pick up the Potomac Trail again. So I really like doing these guides because you learn a lot of things about where the trails are. And if that was a mistake that I made, that's what anybody could make. So the trail appeared to veer to the right to go behind the parking lot. But you really just want to stay straight and go along the water's edge through the parking lot and pick up the trail on the other side of the parking lots. Here is the boat store. Called Breakwater Store. It's not open currently. One season it will be. Look at this. They even have a place to fill up the gas for your boat. That's pretty cool. Breakwater Store, Leesylvania State Park. Continuing on the journey. This is magnificent. And it's just so interesting to me that I didn't know all these things were down here. Just gorgeous, gorgeous views. Another place to launch your boat. I bet this place is packed in the summer. And we'll pick up the trail again on the other side. Hello, we are going to be exploring the Bushy Point Trail at Leesylvania State Park. And I'm just going to show you a little bit of a map. So if you are at the boat launch area, from the visitor center, you can take the Potomac Trail and then you'll come down to the big parking lot where the park store is and the boat launch area, and then you'll come to the Bushy Point Trail, which takes you way up to the Powell Creek Trail loop. We're just going to do the point to get to where the bridge is. And this is also a fitness trail. There are different fitness things you can do on this trail as well. Let me show you the big trail. All kinds of different things going on there. So it's exercise stations. I'm not going to do that today. I'm just going to be showing you the trail. So the main two trails that you want to take at Leesylvania State Park, if you want to stay down by the water area, will be the Potomac Trail, which starts at the boat store and goes past the visitor center along the water heading northwest and goes on up. It is under a mile. And this is another trail that we're on here. The Bushy Trail with the Fit Trail. So for a little ways, you're actually not going to be right out at the water. You're kind of be a little bit in the woods area. But it is nice and flat. As far as handicap accessibility, this would be doable so far. It's pretty flat. Looks like this is going to wrap around and take us out by the water. Leesylvania State Park also has some other trails that are in the woods and have elevation changes. From what I can see, there appear to be the two set of trails down by the water, and then there is another section north of the visitor center that is back through the forest, and then south of the visitor center at the end of this trail, another section through the woods. So, cute little doggy.
And yeah, they're holding it for her. She just needs her.
Okay, and then we're heading back out towards the water now. From what I understand, there is a beaver dam up here somewhere. Hopefully I'll be able to find it. Oh, look at this. Quite a nice place to sit and read a book by yourself. Ah, magnificent. Alright, I think this is probably the beaver dam. And there's a little bridge to get across that area. The sun is peering out a little teeny bit. I'm going to stop the video here for some photos. Thanks for watching. Well, I've found a cute little area here right off of the Bushy Trail. If you start from the parking lot where the boat store is on the Bushy Trail, you cross 2 bridges, footbridges, and then you get to the third one if you veer off to the left before you start across that bridge. And come down here, you will find this tiny little beach with an incredible view of the bay. Super beautiful. Here's a view down at the water from the Bushy Creek Trail. Look at this. Hello, this is the beginning of the Potomac Trail at Leesylvania State Park. The southernmost portion of the trail starts right at the end of the parking lot where the boating store is and heads along the water in a northerly direction, and we'll pass the visitor center on the left-hand side, which has another nice big parking lot. And you'll notice there are different little areas of beach the whole way along here, places for picnics, even a sheltered area for a picnic in case it rains. There are grills, trash cans, and lots of places for different groups to have picnics and outdoor events. This is a pretty large park. From what I can see, there are 3 different sections in the park. One is the area by the visitor center and down by the water, which has the Bushy Trail and the Potomac Trail. And then there's another section on the northern part of the park, which has a section of trails through a wooded area with a bit of an incline. And then at the southern end of the park, and as you're heading out of the park, there's another wooded area section of the trail that has inclines. I like this one. I like to be by the water when I'm hiking. I'm going to show you this trail up to where it turns off to go to the visitor center, but it's pretty much going to look like this most of the way down. And as you can see, the sun is setting this way, although it's cloudy. The sun wasn't really out too much today, but we're still getting some beautiful colors for the sunset with pinks and yellows, as you can see here. And there are cute little beach areas for people. Actually, even though it's only 60 degrees, there is someone in a bikini here today. But it's a heat wave compared to normal winter temperatures below freezing in February. And the trail just continues on this way up until it will start to turn in and go a little bit west, and that's when you know you're at the other set of trails, the Lee's Woods Trail. So Potomac Trail is down by the water, and Bushy Point Trail is also down by the water, and you can hit the Powell's Creek Trail, the southern part of the park, and the Lee's Wood Trail at the northern part of the park. I'm going to head back up towards the visitor center to head out for the day because it's sunset time. It'll be getting dark soon. The park is open in February from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And thanks for watching. Hello, it is February 18th, 2022, and we are at Pohick Bay Regional Park in Lorton, Virginia. I am at the trailhead for the orange trail that's going to cut over into the yellow trail. And if you do both of those trails, it's about a 1.5 mile loop. This is hike number 7 of the 52 hikes for 2022 challenge. It is about 50 degrees, although it feels 30 because it is so windy. This just gives you a little idea of what the trail looks like. And you can access the orange trail when you come in the park at the entrance station. It is the first parking lot on the right if you go straight ahead. You do not want to turn right to go back to the camp store and park office. You want to stay straight, and it's the first parking lot on the right. So right when you start this trail, you're going to be going downhill, actually towards the road. Gives you a little bit of an idea of what this trail is going to look like. There are a lot of leaves on the trail, a lot of sticks from broken off branches from trees. The trail is not as easily visible as some of the other parks that I have shown in the videos leading up to this one. Also a little bit narrower of a trail in places. You can see the road is right there. To go around this fallen over tree. Alright, well this gives you a little bit of an idea of what this trail looks like. This is the beginning of the orange loop. It's a clockwise loop. You can do that for 3/4 of a mile. Or, in the alternative, you can do the orange and yellow loops together. There is a connection point. And if you look, this is the road that goes right down to the water where the loading docks are for if you want to put your boat in the water. You can see that from this trail, which is really nice. So this trail has a little bit of an elevation change. We're going to be going downhill, which means then later we're going to be going back uphill. Probably just 100 or 200 feet, nothing major. Alright, I will pick this video up again when we get to another interesting spot. Thanks for watching. Greetings! We are picking up on the orange and yellow trail loop at Pohick Bay Regional Park on February 18, 2022. If you take the orange loop right around where the play park is for kids, down by the boat rental here at the water, you actually will then see the beginning to the yellow trail loop. And you want to stay to the left and do a clockwise loop of the yellow one, and then that brings you back to complete the orange one. And you'll get about a 1.5 mile walk in doing both loops. So as you can see here, this is the beginning and end of the yellow loop. It's 3/4 of a mile. We're actually going to be following it clockwise. So at the beginning, you're going to be out along the water. And talking about handicap accessibility, these two trails are not really great for handicap access. The trail is mostly covered in sticks, stones, leaves, all kinds of things, and it elevation changes, steps. It's narrow. But you do get to see the water. So this is the first part of the yellow loop. If you get it from where it hits the orange loop. Going clockwise, staying to the left. You are by the water at the beginning. And you're going down. It's kind of actually slippery here walking over the leaves. And there are leaves everywhere. You can hear I'm kind of sloshing through them here. Stepping up over some tree roots. Gorgeous view of the water. Then we're actually going back up, and there's tree roots everywhere on this part of the trail. As you can see, it's kind of washed away a little bit here. You've got a little bench. Oh, wow, that's a nice view right there. And then we start to head back up into the forest. For a while you'll still be able to see the water, and then we'll be making a right. And you can see up this way there will be some elevation. That's probably 100 to 200 feet. Looks like there's a little side trail here, but this is the yellow one and they're marked, so you'll be able to find your way. Alright, that gives you an idea of what the yellow trail loop looks like at Pohick Bay Regional Park. Thanks for watching. Hello, today is President's Day 2022. It's February 21st, 2022 on a Monday afternoon. It is 70 degrees in February, which is fabulous. And I picked coming to George Washington's Mount Vernon, which is part of the George Washington Memorial Parkway. Concessions going on. And so the visitor center is right back here where I got my passport stamp. And the mansion is over here. I'm gonna head that way. Kind of just showing you a little bit about what the grounds look like here at Mount Vernon. This is in Alexandria, Virginia. This is one of the most historic homes in all of the United States, as this is George and Martha Washington's home. How cool is this? This is a little bit what the grounds look like. And one of the nice things about doing the 52 Hike Challenge for 2022 is that you can pretty much hike anywhere. You don't have to hike in a national park or some official place. You can also go to historical places. So I picked here because I thought visiting the first president of the United States of America would be a great place to visit for President's Day. We've got someone dressed up in official attire, which is pretty cool. have never been here. And another thing I like to do is I like to try and find the fee-free days at different parks. So normally it costs, I think, $24 to get in here and $2 to tour the mansion. But today, on President's Day, is a fee-free day. And if you check out, for instance, Virginia State Parks, they are free on New Year's Day. And the national parks have 4 different fee-free days throughout the year. I happen to have a national park pass and a Virginia State Park pass and a Northern Virginia Regional pass. However, this park, oh look how cute is that, is not included in that. So I've been doing a lot of supporting, so today I'm going to take advantage of the fee-free day. So these are the gardens, lower and upper garden. Can meet there for tours. And so there's a pretty decent line here. Oh, this is so cute. You can hear them. Oh, how wonderful. This is just so exciting to be here on President's Day. Brings a tear to my eye. This was the gardener's house. As you can see, this is the mansion itself. I don't have a lot of time, so I'm probably not going to do the mansion tour today. And there's a lot of different places here that you can hike. There's actually a place called the Wharf, which is, oh, looks like someone just got married. A place called the Wharf, which is way out southeast corner, which is where I'm headed now. And then there's also a forest trail. I'm going to try and show you that today, but I don't have a lot of time. So this is handicapped accessible hike for the most part. There's a little bit of an incline and a decline here, but you can pretty much access most of the things. With a wheelchair. This was the wash house. Let's just take a look, see in here. Just look at that. That fabric is probably from the 1700s. I just find history utterly fascinating. I have to say that my interest in it has become recent because when I was growing up, I did not have a lot of interest in it. I can remember. Oh, here's something else cool. The rocking chair. Rocking chairs could travel country lanes and back roads.
As a young man, George Washington acquired a rocking chair.
Okay. Here is Washington's vehicles. These were horse-drawn vehicles. Still heading out to the wharf, which, like I said, is way in the corner. Not sure exactly. Okay, it's this way. Anyway, when I was growing up, I remember going to Williamsburg, Virginia after a trip to Busch Gardens, and I had absolutely no interest in learning about Williamsburg. It also happened to be over 100 degrees that day, which might have been part of the reason why. We did eat at a very nice historic restaurant in Williamsburg, which was pretty cool. There are a lot of people here today. You had to wait for parking. I came in the afternoon because I was told pretty much you had to reserve tickets today, and it was almost, even though it was free, you still had to reserve, and it was pretty much close to sold out, or reserved full spaces because of, being President's Day. Everybody wants to come to the George Washington House, in addition to the fact that it's 70 degrees in February. This is the warmest day that we've had in several months. We got really close to this temperature a week or two ago. It has been a roller coaster with the weather here in these different Virginia parks lately. We're almost to the wharf. I'm going to show you what that looks like. And then I'm going to cut this video off and try and show the forest trail if there's time. Washington Tomb. So there's two different ways to get to the wharf. There's one with stairs and one with no stairs. We'll go ahead. We'll take the one with the stairs in. And then I'll go out the one without the stairs. And this is right along the Potomac River, which is really nice. Again, I am at George Washington and Martha Washington's Mount Vernon house. This is where George and Martha Washington lived. And it is a very popular, privately owned tourist destination. If you're looking to see, can you use your national park pass to get in? Absolutely not. You absolutely cannot avoid paying the $24 fee plus the $2 to see the mansion, unless it's a fee-free day, which today Washington's birthday happens to be. We're almost to the wharf. We're at 10 minutes on this video. I don't want to do it too much longer, so I'm going to just show you what this looks like and cut it off. Can you imagine living here right along the river? So many beautiful historic things to do. And here we are at the water. It looks like there's actually a trail. Oh, going along the water. That's another, well, no, the trail's blocked off. Okay, so lots of beautiful places to see here. And this is the wharf. Thanks for watching.
It's February 21st, 2022. It is President's Day, and I am at the Mount Vernon House in Alexandria, Virginia. This is hike 8 for the 52 hike challenge of 2022. Up in the distance, you can actually see the Mount Vernon House where George and Martha Washington used to live. Today is a Monday afternoon, President's Day. It is 70 degrees in February. It's just utterly beautiful. The Mount Vernon House is right along the Potomac River. So you can come here, walk the grounds. There's actually a forest trail and many different historic things to see while you're here. You can just walk through the area and see some of the different buildings, such as the laundry house and place that shows some of the vehicles that Washington used to get around back in the day. This is just a wonderful place to spend the afternoon. It does cost $24 plus $2 to see the mansion on a regular day, and that is not part of the National Park permit. However, you can get in free on fee-free days, and President's Day happens to be one of those days. It is just a lovely afternoon, and I'm just going to spend some time here walking around. I'm going to show you what the grounds look like, and I'm going to also try and head over to the Forest Trail and show you what that looks like. Thanks for watching! Hello, it is February 21st, 2022, and this is hike 8 for the 52 Hike Challenge for 2022. I am at Mount Vernon House in Alexandria, Virginia on a love... It's February 21st, 2022. It is President's Day. So I have decided to come to, where else than the Mount Vernon House in Alexandria, Virginia, which is the home of George Washington and Martha Washington. It is a gorgeous 70-degree afternoon in February. This is hike 8 of the 52 Hike Challenge for 2022. I decided President's Day would be the appropriate place for me to go to the George Washington's house in Mount Vernon and check out the grounds. I'm going to be showing you what the grounds look like, including some of the mansions, some of the little houses such as the laundry house. There is a place that shows some of the different vehicles that were used back in the day for people to get around. And also I'm going to show you a little bit of the Forest Trail, which is on the southwest side of the Mount Vernon grounds. What's nice about today is that it's a fee-free day, so you can get in for free. Most of the time it's a $24 fee and $2 to see the mansion, and that is not included in a national park pass or anything like that. This is privately owned, so there's a separate fee for that. It is just a wonderful afternoon. I am really liking the fact that the wind finally calmed down. I know my hike on Friday, I almost blew away while I was doing the video, so it's much nicer to be able to do this video with just a little bit of a breeze and such a wonderful day. The Mount Vernon House happens to be along the Potomac River, so you can walk along the river. You can also take the Mount Vernon Trail, which goes the whole way up through Alexandria. That is 8 miles one way, and you'll actually hit a wildlife sanctuary along that trail heading north along the river. You can also walk the grounds here. And this just goes to show that when you're doing this 52 Hike Challenge that you don't have to actually do an official national park or state park. You can actually just do a historic location or walk in your neighborhood. So I chose for President's Day the Mount Vernon House, the home of our first president, George Washington. Thanks for watching, and have a wonderful afternoon.
Hello, we're back for the second part of the video. I am going to be starting at the wharf and showing you hopefully the Forest Trail, heading back to the visitor center. See what cool things we encounter along the way. I'm heading away from the water, heading west. Washington's tomb is this way. Actually, that is blocked off. So that's one thing to keep in mind, is that when you come to some of these places, some of the trails will be blocked off, and you can normally stop at the visitor center and find out in advance. Today is February 21st, 2022. It's President's Day, and so I am at the Mount Vernon House, home of our first president, George Washington, and his wife, Martha. I'm exploring the grounds, and we are headed towards the Forest Trail and then back around to the visitor center. On a beautiful sunny afternoon, finally after a few days of some crazy 30-mile-per-hour and more wind gusts, the wind has finally calmed down, so it's much better. And it's almost 70 degrees today. Get to see some interesting things along the way here. Kind of give you a little peek of this. The barn. Not much to really see in there. So it is the innovative barn. There wasn't a lot going on. I like how it's shaped in a circle but with square sides. Look at those nice strong wooden doors. So many different little trails you can take here. The son never caught Washington in bed, and he was unwilling it should find any of his people sleeping. This is a cabin. See what it looks like.
Are we supposed to be in here? Oh, okay.
I personally don't really like some of the things that went on in history, but showing history is a way not to repeat it. And we're going to do another video for the George Washington Forest Trail. Hello, we are at the Mount Vernon House on February 21st, 2022, President's Day, on a gorgeous 70-degree afternoon with the blue skies and the sun and less wind. This shows you a little bit about a map of Mount Vernon, and I'm going to be starting on the Forest Trail. Show you a little bit about the Forest Trail. This heads back to the mansion and the exit. We're actually going to be doing a little bit of an incline in the hike here. Oh, that's interesting. There's actually a shuttle service. I guess that's what this road is for. This is called Visionary Farmer. This building, inside of it, they used innovative farming techniques. And I'm not going to walk up here. I don't have a lot of time. But you can see, if you were to walk in here, some of the different things that they used back to do farming. And then heading on out this trail will take you out to the wharf, which is where I was a little while ago. We are now going to head up the forest trail. And I see the Park Service vehicle coming, which probably means it's time to go. I made it here just in time. I think they're probably getting ready to close this off. See that? Oh, maybe not. They're just kind of going through the ground, seeing what's going on. So this part is not going to be handicapped accessible as easily because you are going to have to go up an incline as well as several stairs. Other than that, it's a really nice trail. And I'll show you, it says other useful resources in the forest. Okay, we'll continue on the hike of the Forest Trail in Mount Vernon, which is the home of George Washington and Martha Washington. George Washington being the first president of the United States. This one talks a little bit about the trees. This trail's got a lot of information along it. Just to give you a little bit of a visual, so we're not just showing the trail, show you what it looks like on both sides of the trail. We're coming up on a sign that talks about the domestic animals found here. Okay, it talks about horses, some of the dogs. Oh, there were hogs here. The next one that we'll look at is creatures in the forest, past and present. So we've got the timber wolf, the American bison. I'll let these people finish. Okay. Timber wolves, American bison. What else? Deer. Foxes, red foxes, are all along here in Alexandria, Lorton, and Woodbridge, Virginia. We're going to be doing a little bit more of an incline again. As you can see, if you look back down, there's a bit of a hill, so be ready for that. It's probably only 200 feet elevation change. But you're still going to get some elevation change if you hike this forest trail. talks about preserving the forest. Looks like they only use dead timber instead of cutting up fresh living trees. Well, there's a little bit of mud there. Okay. This talks about the Native Americans. And the Native American sites on the property. And we're going to be exiting the forest trail. So that forest trail, a quarter of a mile long maybe. It's not a real long trail. Oh wow. It's got some live animals up here, I believe. Interestingly enough, these look similar to the ones I encountered running wild in the Grand Canyon that had escaped a ranch. Let's see what these look like. I always like seeing the live animals in the parks. So, very nice. Now we're back out into the main part, away from the forest trail. Just going to show you one more sign here about the forest trail. We're at Mansion House Farm at this location. Walking time is approximately 10 minutes. I'm going to stop the video for now and take some pictures of these beautiful animals. Thanks for watching. Hello, it's February 27th, 2022, and I am at Belhaven Marina and Park, which is actually part of the National Park Service, the GW Memorial Parkway. Oh, look at this cute little dog that threw a stick in there and he went after it. And now he's swimming back to the shore. This is so cute. Oh wow, look at that. So, Belhaven Park has a marina, so you can actually put your boat in, and I'm starting here at the marina. Now right here at the marina, if you would go south, east, south, south and east, you would actually end up starting into the Dyke Marsh Wildlife Preserve, which I plan to do another day. But if you go north and west, you actually go in the Belhaven Park. So the first thing that I'm noticing about this park is there's something out there in the water. And I don't know if that's someone's made up boat or if that just stays there all the time, but I find that very interesting. So pretty much if you start from the marina, if you were to go back around to the parking lot, you could stay on a trail. There is a trail if you start from the parking lot, but the other option is just to come here through the grass and just walk along the edge of the water, which is what I'm going to do. This park has a huge parking lot, but it fills up pretty quickly because this is a nice popular spot. It's in Alexandria, Virginia, just south of Old Town, Virginia, and right past the point where you actually go across the 495 on the Woodrow Wilson Bridge. Look at the wet doggy. How cute is that? So cute. So cute. So anyway, you can just walk along in the grass. Of course, if it's muddy, got some ducks over here. Of course, if it's muddy, it's going to be preferable to stay on the path. And what I like about this, you can actually see across to National Harbor from here. Which is very interesting. And Old Town Alexandria is right up this way. We're probably, I would say, 3 miles from Old Town Alexandria. 2.5 here at the parking lot. And my goal today is to walk up to where the exit is to go on 495 and then to come back. That's going to be probably about 4 miles round trip. And the reason I want to do that, I want to show you there are all kinds of birds in the water up here that I saw on my way down here. So there are plenty of places to have a picnic, and it's really flat. There's no incline or decline or any of that you have to worry about, elevation changes. It's just flat. Got some people having a picnic. It's about 50 degrees today, sunny, pretty much blue skies. A little bit of wind, not much. So it's a very nice day to be out and about. Oh, there's a lot of partying going on at that party. Alright, so you can see birds, got the ducks in the water. This is just a cute little area. Some swans. We've even got some swans over here. Let's see how close I can get to the swans. Wow, I'm gonna have to look up specifically what kind of bird that is. Beautiful. This is a really, really nice place. And it's not too far off the beaten path. It's right off of the GW Parkway. Right south after you get out of Old Town again. This is Hikes for 2022 challenge for me. And I am hoping that you are doing your own 52 hike challenge this year. I hope you'll join me and watch all of the ones on my quest throughout the year. Beautiful views. Alright, I am going to cut this video off and I will start it back up once we get closer to where all the birds are. But as you can see right now, we are just walking in the grass along the water and some dirt. There is a path, as you can see there's some and it does become an actual paved path up here. I just took a shortcut from the marina instead of walking over to the parking lot. But as we get up to where this building is, there is a path there that goes the rest of the way up. Thanks for watching. Hello, it's February 27th, 2022 at Belhaven Marina and Park. You can see a little bit in the distance the building right there that's at the first set of parking lots north of the marina, and this is where the trail begins that goes the whole way down to Old Town Alexandria. The trail's right here. I am probably going to stay off trail though because I want to show you all these birds in the water. This is just unbelievable how many birds there are. It's so beautiful. Here's one area where we've got a collection of birds. This is nowhere near the amount of birds we're going to see in a few minutes when we get up to the other spot. Well, these are ducks. I think you could classify those in the bird category. If you go out off trail, obviously, you're going to have to worry about mud, but that is okay because shoes dry. And so do feet. There's a little bit better view of what the trail looks like. As you can see, it's paved, handicap accessible, nice and flat. Goes directly from the parking lot north in a northwesterly direction towards Old Town Alexandria. And I am off trail just because I want to show you along the edge of the water. There's so many beautiful places that I'm learning about in Virginia doing these hikes so far that I didn't even realize were there. And one of the things that I'm so happy to be doing this hike challenge is because I'm learning things that I had no idea. I'm learning about birds, I'm learning about wildlife, I'm seeing wildlife in its natural habitat, and I'm just finding out about all these new spots that I didn't even know existed. I had never been to any of the Virginia state parks, or I don't even know if I've been to any Maryland state parks, really. I was kind of focusing on the national parks, and so I didn't even really realize all this beauty was out here. There's just so many different places to go and explore. You got state parks, regional parks, national parks, just local parks, and then you've just got historical sites. Now here we are. We're up to all these birds. And I just want to show you here. This is just unbelievable. It's a sea of birds here in the Potomac River. Look at this. They're just everywhere. It's like they're forming a blanket on the surface of the water. I am filming all this with the Canon 360 point and shoot, and it has a great zoom. One of the disadvantages of having the GoPro is you have to be zoomed in to whatever point you want to do all of your filming in before you start the video, and it also doesn't have that far of a zoom. So I actually really like this camera for doing the videos a little bit better. Alright, well, if we would continue around on the trail or along the water, it's going to go the whole way up to where you see the car is going to cross 495 on the bridge up here. There's a little bridge that goes across on the GW Parkway that goes across into Old Town, and that's where the trail kind of ends. Although you can still go on the trail, it's just not part of the Belhaven Park at that point. That park, you can stay on that trail, you can stay on and go for miles and miles up in through Arlington and on. So anyway, I just wanted to show you these beautiful birds. I am now going to try and get over to the other side of them and do a little video. Thanks for watching. Hello, this is Belhaven Park, a little bit south of Old Town Alexandria in Alexandria, Virginia. It is also part of the Belhaven Marina. Both of these are part of the National Park System, GW Memorial Parkway. And as you can see, there are lots of ducks out on the water. I believe I also see a couple of swans. The trail is well paved, handicap accessible. It is right by the road, so you will hear the noise of the cars going by at this point. This trail goes a little over 2 miles from the parking lot up to a bridge that goes across over into Old Town. So you can do a 4-mile hike. If you were to go south instead of north from the parking lot of Belhaven, you would then be able to go into the Dyke Marsh Wildlife Preserve, part of the park. You can see over across the Potomac River here to National Harbor. You can also see 495. There's a little bit of a beach here. There's some people already in that spot, so I'm going to walk on up and see if I can find another one. It's a great spot for people riding bikes, walking their dogs, or just going for a stroll or hike. Highly recommend. This is one of the first places that I discovered. I have been to this one before other years, and it's really scenic, easily accessible. And I'm going to show you right here, it says mile 8. So if you start here, it's 8 miles to Mount Vernon. But Mount Vernon is that way south. So if you were to go that way, you would hit Mount Vernon. I have done this on a bike ride, believe it or not. I rode my bike from Arlington, Virginia to Mount Vernon and back up on July 4th, 2020. We're a little bit further away from the water, a little bit closer to the road, but you can still see all of the ducks in the water. It's easier to see over now because it's winter and there are no leaves on the trees, and the brush is less dense. You can see that this is the home to lots of ducks, birds, etc. in this area. This is just such a beautiful area. And what I'm going to be doing is, there was a little beach up there. I'm looking for, I think there's another one up here somewhere. So I can go out and get a closer look at all these ducks that are just basking in the sunshine and enjoying the afternoon. And one of the interesting things up here closer to where the bridge is that the water is really shallow. It's almost like a sandbar. And that makes it really interesting. Obviously you don't want to walk out on it, because who knows how much you'd sink in. But for the birds, they have the option to fly away if they run into trouble, so they have a little bit of an advantage. And this is February 27th, 2022. This is hike 9 of my 52 hike challenge for 2022. And thanks for watching.
February 27th, 2022. tell you a little bit about this park in case you want to come and have a hike yourself. If you start at the Bellhaven parking lot and you go in a northwest direction right along the parkway, there's a really nice paved trail that goes for 2 miles one way until you get to the point where the bridge is, 495, that goes across Port Wilson into Maryland. So you can do that and have a nice 4-mile round trip hike, nice level paved surface, which is handicap accessible. Also, there are plenty of different places for picnics. There are picnic tables. There are also some grills located closer to where the parking lot is. There's a marina if you want to take a boat into the water, dock there. There's an office there for the marina that's generally open until 5 p.m. every day. And I am just so glad to be exploring this, to be enjoying this beautiful Sunday afternoon here. And I have come a little bit off trail to the water. I wanted to show you all of the ducks that are in the water here. They're just everywhere. It's almost like a blanket of birds in the water. It's a pretty cool experience to see that. And there are a couple places you can kind of come off trail over by the water. Most of them are closer to the parking lot, and there are actually benches and picnic tables right by the water. Down here, it's a little bit more birds territory. I've come off trail here, and you can see where the water has come up, and there's a lot of trees that came out of the water recently in here. But it's also very fun because, and if you also go to the way, you can actually see over to National Harbor, and you can see the Highway 495 right across the Potomac River. So this is just a great spot, and this is hike 9 for me today of the 52 Hike Challenge for 2022. I hope you will join me in your own hike challenge this year. It can be anywhere you want. I decided today to go somewhere that was easy to access and pretty level hike, not too strenuous. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy some of the videos that show you what this hike looks like. Have a great day. Hello, it is February 27, 2022, and I am at Bellhaven Park and Marina, just south of Old Town, Alexandria, Virginia, in Alexandria, Virginia. This park is part of the GW Memorial Parkway National Park Service system, and so it's actually part of a national park, believe it or not. The park itself is very level. There is no incline, there are no elevation changes, so you're kind of walking level. The path is very nice and paved. You start, there's a parking lot right by the marina that fits probably, I would say, 200 cars. And then you can walk on the trail for about 2 miles northwest until you get up to where 495 starts. And then you can come back